Hi, I'm Jennifer of Unset Ways Yoga and Mindful Movement. No need to get up. Enjoy this floor-based, gentle movement sequence for when you need things to be easy. Blankets, bolsters, pillows, any props are welcome to support you today. You may even like to have an ottoman or a chair available for one of our postures. When you're ready, I'll meet you back here on your mat. So we'll start today in child's pose, allowing a nice wide-kneed posture with your feet touching in the back. Go ahead and extend your arms out in front of you and rest your forehead on the earth. Let's start in stillness, just connecting with our breathing. And notice your body's natural pace today. Next, let's lift up slightly, allowing our left arm to weave under the right, giving a gentle upper body twist. And then resettling with our left ear on the floor, or you could bring in a block or a pillow to support your head if that feels more comfortable. And then find your stillness and breathe into this gentle ringing twist. And when you're ready, slowly come back to center. Maybe give a little rock side to side, allowing the body to recalibrate gently. And then we'll rise up just a little bit, allowing the right arm to weave under the left and giving a slight upper body twist. And returning to rest on our right ear to the earth, or block or pillow. And then we'll slowly come back to center Once again, give some little intuitive movement, making maybe a rocking side to side. And then we'll gently walk ourselves up, coming to a 4-point stance on our hands and knees. If you have sensitive knees, you may like to fold an extra blanket to have underneath to pad them a little bit. And from here, we'll just take some gentle cat-cow movements. So steadied on all 4 points, we'll take a nice inhale slowly as we reach the head and the tailbone towards the sky, allowing the belly to drip towards the earth. And then on the exhale, tucking the tailbone and head towards the floor, letting the spine arch towards the sky. Follow your breath at your natural pace and take these movements gently. And let's take a moment to come back onto our heels. We're going to add a prop in, so you are welcome to add a bolster in front of you, or we can bring in the ottoman, which I'll show you as well. So to start, we're going to be coming down onto our elbows, onto our prop. And this will be a light arch of the spine, allowing the heart to drip towards the earth. We'll have the tailbone reaching towards the sky again. So if this feels a little too much pressure for you, you may like to bring in the ottoman or a chair to be a little bit more higher up, and this may put less pressure on your knees as well. So find what height works for you. We want the head and neck to be in a nice neutral position this time, and the heart dripping towards the earth again, tailbone reaching towards the sky. And if you want a little bit more of a extension stretch to the spine, you could bend the elbows, bringing the hands together, thumb back towards the neck. Once you find your perfect position, go ahead and breathe gently and just a natural paced breath. Welcome to close your eyes. Slowly and gently extend your arms, bringing your support up. And you can move your props out of the way. And let's just come back to a seat for a moment, allowing ourselves to recalibrate. From here, we'll be coming into sleeping swan. So again, you may like to have some bolsters or pillows in front of you, or if you like to just lower onto the floor, that is welcome too. So we'll come with a bent knee forward and make this posture your own. You're welcome to have your shin parallel to the top of the mat or bent in any manner that is most comfortable for you. And then you want to center kind of squared on both hips, allowing the right leg to extend back. If you do need a prop under your left hip to help those be more even, that can be helpful. And we'll center here in a slightly upright position for a couple of breaths. And then if you'd like to have a bolster, you're welcome to lower onto that or all the way to the floor. And allowing yourself to rest into the support of your bolster. And any adjustments are welcome. You could roll into or away from your front hip to see what position gives you the best sensation of stretch there. And you might even feel it more or less in the front of the right hip as well. So find your perfect positioning that's restful and easeful with some mild tension of stretch there, manageable with a nice even breath. And now let's settle here in silence for some gentle breathing. And when you're ready, slowly press yourself back up, rolling onto the back left hip here. And let's bring our knees together. Some gentle windshield wiper movement or any intuitive movement that helps you unwind the hips a bit. And then we'll prepare to do our sleeping swan on the other side. So bringing the right leg in front or whichever opposite leg than you did last time. Find that comfortable angle for your front shin and extend the left leg out into the back. Find a squaring of the hips and settle here for a breath or two. And then gently lower yourself onto your surface. Make any adjustments you may need to find your comfort, find your stretch, find your sustainable pose, and then settle into your gentle breathing. And then slowly bring yourself up and rolling back onto the right hip. Let's find those gentle movements to unwind once again. And this time we'll turn to the side and we'll bring our bolster underneath our bent knees. And we're going to lower onto our backs. So steady here with your feet planted into the earth. We're going to gently lift our hips and slide that bolster underneath our sacrum. So that's the triangular bone between the hips. You want the weight bearing on there rather than the little curve arch of your back. So make sure your hips are being supported there. Take a breath to recalibrate, and then when you're ready, we'll slowly, one at a time, raise our feet up towards the sky. And maybe give them a little gentle kick, gentle wiggle, shimmy. Some intuitive movement here. Encourage that circulation. And then let's take a moment, feet side by side. Allow your legs to adjust so that they find just the right angle to balance in your hips there. And find a moment of stillness. From here, slowly take your feet back to the earth, allowing them to press in, supporting you so you can lift your hips. And we'll slowly roll that bolster out of the way. And you can lower that so that it falls just under your knees. And if you like, feel free to bring in a blanket. We'll take a nice long shavasana here. So whatever you need to support you, if you want a pillow under your head or eye pillow or eye mask, feel free to incorporate that here. If you like, you can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or just leave your arms relaxed at your sides. And take your time here. Breathe easy. There's no reason to rush to be anywhere else in this moment. Take as long as you need for your own self today. Thank you for joining me.